What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Sibling Rivalry. I am Brother Mel, slinging them bean pies. And Coach Tiff in the house. What's good with y'all today? I think this is episode 5. We're moving up in the world. We getting there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you listen to us in a podcast mode, leave a review, 5 stars, and all that good stuff, so we can build the podcast up. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can go under I Often Wonder, and you'll see us under there. And give us a like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can get every time we upload. And look out for some shorts, because we might be cutting some stuff up to some shorts and things like that. So we are here, ready to go. What's going on with you, Coach Tiff?
Listen, you said we cutting up some shorts. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm thinking about cutting some pants.
That's the code word. That's the new dope out there.
No, I'm trying to tell you. Like, what's going
cutting up them shorts, baby.
And how come you ain't telling me about it?
I'll spring it on you now.
Right. Like, just, okay. Well, there we go. So no, I'm doing good. Just, chilling.
Good.
Coming back from church. That was good.
See now. Praise him.
I'm trying to pray for y'all.
I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get.
And that's it. That's all we've been doing.
Pray hit this $1 billion. A lot of it up to a bill now.
I'm telling you. And every day I say, okay, I'm going to pray. Even the other day.
You going to play or pray?
Oh, shoot. Both. Pray that I win.
All right, I know that's right.
Because you can play online. Well,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I was in the shower. I was like, well, it's too late for me to go out. I must just go play online. Yeah, I forgot by the time I got out the shower.
That's how it always is. But anyway, so I started with an opening monologue, and I was kind of torn. I had 2 things on my mind, and
I got Jesus on my mind.
You know what I'm saying? Cause last time, last monologue we did something about rap, and but I was on Facebook and I saw these people mention I'm gonna do both of them. We're gonna make them keep them short. Let's just do it like that. Anyway, I was on Facebook, and there's mentioning who your top 5 and this and that. You always hear, and I was listening to other people listening. I mean, who they were listening, putting on the list.
Listening.
Yeah, I couldn't get the words out. I sound like Eric Summer now speaking of rap. All looking at people's different lists and everything, and it got a lot of repeats on there. So I put on mine. I'm gonna do a non-traditional list.
Oh wow!
So I said, that's what I said too. I said I know everybody putting out the same people: Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie. Somebody did put Method Man. I can put him on my non-traditional list. I feel Method Man don't get mentioned a lot. Then somebody put Redman on their list. So I didn't mention Redman either. There's one more. Oh, somebody mentioned Papoose. That's another name don't get mentioned a lot too.
At all.
And
I feel so bad. Actually, someone was talking about that. I read that. But the only time I knew who he was, knew who he was because of his wife, Remy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good rapper though, because I have heard him flow, but I don't know.
I think the problem with Papoose is the same problem as with Cannabis. Both of them can rhyme. I'm saying both of them can rhyme. Both of them very lyrical, but sometimes it's hard to translate that into a record, into something that people can kind of flow with. It's good on a freestyle, and if you battle rapping to it, to agree, Cannabis it's not really good off the dome, but Papoose is. But anyway, that kind of style sometimes doesn't translate into music.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's,
and then you got to probably find the right engineer and the right producer that can probably find that flow.
That can be too. So my list, I put of course Dubsy, and then I put Mercer Lemire, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and Locksmith. So I figure Cause somebody mentioned Black Thought too. I can put Black Thought on my list too, but somebody put Black Thought on there. So I was trying to pick some people that nobody picked. So I chose those.
Yeah, because nobody know who the hell they are.
You know who Mercer Amir is?
I don't actually. No, I don't.
But
oh wow, sorry.
Ryan, and then they moved. I think he moved to California after that, and he. I don't remember anything he made after that, but he made A Day Without Orion.
Okay.
I think that's one of the best low budget produced records out there. Now look it up. It's a good song. Okay. And then Rakim, nobody hardly mentioned Rakim. You know. And then Big Daddy King, I think Big Daddy King a flow. I don't really hear a lot of people mentioning him. And Locksmith, I kind of heard him on a couple of freestyles. He was in battle rapping, and he was in he does like a freestyle on, I want to say, I can't remember if it was on Flex, or was it on Sway? It's on one of the two. I couldn't remember which one. Mm-hmm. So I was like, my man be flowing, so I kind of put him down. But, I think a lot of that is about perception, who you like, because some people like you, some people say, oh, this person is good, and then you might be like, I don't like that. That don't sound like garbage, So it's based on perception, and I think a lot of it's based on what you do. I think like with battle rappers, because a lot of people like to hear the different puns and stuff they drop. I like the way Charlie Clips in the battle rap game. I like some of the puns and stuff he dropped. But battle rap to me is different than, I want to say regular rapping, but rapping on records, I guess, for lack of better words, Yeah. Because I think battle rap is more poetry. It's like a poetry, it's like reciting more than you are rhyming. You kind of like doing poetry and stuff like that. So it's a different style, same genre, but different style. So I ain't name any battle rappers based on that. Cause I could have went down. I'm not a big conceited. That cut the beat junk gets on my nerves. That's just me. That's my own personal thing. So I just don't like that. So I'm not a big sincere person. But I mean,
conceited.
Sincere. No, my bad, sincere. I want to talk about you. Well, yeah, I'm not a big conceited person. I just not. But that's just my own personal thing. Right. But there's a few of them out there I like, and so, but I didn't mention them on my list because I think when you talk about rhyming and stuff like that, it's two different things. You talk about battle rappers, you're talking about right, because then it's like I think too, and I'm gonna say this probably we'll move on to the second one to get into our show, but I think too when you talking about this kind of thing, you gotta look at it like I think you gotta put them all in subcategories, because if you just talking about like battle rapping on record on wax, then I got a different list. No, because LL's in that list, Cube is in that list.
But you didn't put no females.
Somebody mentioned Remy Rock. I can put Remy on there. Somebody mentioned. I'll try to mention people that people want to mention. I would have put Remy on there. Yeah. And I'm really particular because I like MC Light when she was out, but can I really say she lyrical? I don't know. I have to really go back and really listen to what she said. But it's like, okay, let me say it like this, because I don't want nobody to get misconstrued what I'm saying. I think like when you look at 80s rap, some people were lyrical for the 80s, but not lyrical for now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like back then, when nobody really flowing like that, except for Rakim. So like you start listening to him, because like KRS-One, he battle rapping. I think he should be in that list on battle rapping. And he's kind of lyrical, but when he first came out, I was kind of like, yeah, all right. Right. But I started really listening to his words. I was like, okay. Then they did him and Big Daddy Kane did the verses. I was like, KRS-One can flow. Then you have like Latifah. Was he really lyrical? Was it just the music?
She was lyrical.
I don't know. I had to go back and listen. But I know Remy is. I like Remy. I like what's the old girl name? It's on tip of my tongue.
Rhapsody.
I like Rhapsody. I like Young M.A.
Yeah.
I think she flows.
Underground people.
Yeah. And then you gotta look at like No Name. But things I think she flows well. That's one of the newer school kind of rappers. So like, I like some of the female rappers. I was trying
to Sexy Red.
Yeah, it's all right. But you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but when somebody put Jay-Z in their top 5, I understand. I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but I have listened to some of the stuff. Say, oh, that was kind of straight, Jay. I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Was it? Then you get like couple of songs from each album that you like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take.
So you got. I mean, somebody put them in their top 5. I'm like, all right, I see you. I'm not mad at it. Like Nas, I think Nas flow, but Nas sound, especially you look at the Illmatic album, that sounds nothing but straight out of New York. You know what I'm saying? That's a New York album. It sounds just like New York sound. I mean, not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, but I'm more of a West Coast person anyway. I always tell people that I love West Coast music. That's me. Not to sound like any down south rapper. I don't like any. I'm not sound like any New York. I do, or Midwest. No, but my go to is probably mostly West Coast over any other part of the country. So that's just me though. But anyway, what's your 2 cents on that?
Well, my top 5 would probably be like the regular people. So the normals. I don't think I don't have anybody that's outside. And I would add girls. That's the only thing from you is add girls. Like I love Cardi. I love the city girls. But when it comes to the city girls, I will say that's for now. So that wouldn't be like my top 5, like my goats. Like, no. I love them, but are they goats? No. Because some shit I be listening to, I be like, what the hell? Yeah, like for real.
You said what?
Especially that Sexy Red. I told you my husband was like, what the heck? Have you been listening to this music? He was like, we're doomed. So I will say, it's a lot of over sexualized songs now for the songs today. But my top will always be Tupac because I just love him.
Oh yeah, me too.
Cardi, because I love Cardi. I do like Remy. And I don't know, like 4 and 5 could be anything. Like I love Short Dog could be there.
But see, okay,
people don't really get they props though.
Who?
E40.
Yeah, E40. I give you that. Yeah.
Like E40 hands down.
But E40 be rapping so dang on fast. I'd be like, what the hell is he saying?
Yeah.
I gotta like slow that mug down. Hold on, E. Hold on. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
When other people do his shit, that's how I understand. I be like,
that's what he said.
I understand a whole nother word. I will say yes. So yeah, between him and Eminem, it's kind of like.
Well, people already had M on their list. See, my list wasn't based on my list was just trying to be just name different people nobody named. Because I was naming my true list. Pac would have been on there. I still would have had probably Rakim on there. It'd have been a toss up after that. I could have put Dub on there. I could have put M on there. Remy could have been on there. Kendrick could have been on there. J. Cole would have been on there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like I was trying to think outside of what people were putting on there.
Right.
I was like, okay, everybody gonna name these people. When I was looking at what they was naming, I was like, oh, they named that person. So I was trying to name people, other people wasn't naming, and who don't really get props like that too.
Right. Well, and that's what I was trying to think of, like, oh, okay. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to text you later, like, oh, shit, I forgot about this person.
Yeah, right. That's how it always be.
This person. Yeah, because you always just think of, like, who you listen to.
But somebody named Too Short, and my argument with Too Short is, I like his music. Trust me, I still bounce to some of that stuff now. Like, shut it, I'm a player. I love that. You know what I'm saying? But is he lyrical? No. He is not lyrical. I don't care what nobody say. He be like, why? He is not. Go back and listen to something Too Short be saying.
Some songs I can say they kind of.
I be like, how is he rapping? How is he making that rhyme? Or that's like, it's like that is so basement basic rap. It's like, come on, man. That's elementary. That's middle school elementary rap, So I can't give him props for lyrical. Top 50, maybe. Top 5, no. Top 10, no. I can name 10 rappers lyrically as Jadakiss.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss he in my top 5, especially when it comes to battle rap.
Ain't that what he be saying? I hope
DMX.
Of course.
So I'm saying, and plus everybody's named on my list before that. That's probably 10 right there. And what I'm saying, so that puts him out of the top 10 already.
I guess you're
Redman,
right.
Meth, Locksmith, Black Thought, all better lyrical rappers than Too Short is, but Too Short just make great music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between, right? It's a difference between. Hell, Two Live Crew make great music. Are they lyrical? No, they make songs make you dance too. I think JT make good music. I think JT has some lyrical ability though. Don't get me wrong. Some stuff he be saying like, that's kind of smooth. Yeah, I like that. You know, so he has lyrical ability. But I think like Marquise and Fresh Kid Ice. It's only a couple of times when Marquise was flowing on that one Poison Clan album, had that not grand finale, but had that last song, all of them collab at the end. His verse was nice on there. But outside of that, I can't really say a verse. I'd be like, what about that? You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's just me. That's just me. But anyway, y'all get down in the comments and tell me what y'all think. Y'all think
what's your top?
What's your top 5? And if you list your top 5, list them like, because of battle rap, is it because of lyrical, is it because of music? Because a lot of us just, some people throw Drake in there. I think Drake's okay for music, but lyrical, maybe top 20, maybe.
Sometimes he be saying some stuff. I do wonder, does he really write it? Now, it's something that has somebody collaborating, but does he really write them? Because this nigga be coming out of the woodwork. Like, you say something to him that he didn't like, this nigga got a song the next day with it on there.
Scarface?
Throwing shots. Yeah, I like Scarface, of course. Really do.
Yeah, Scarface, my man. I have to bump Scarface all the time. So, anyway, get down in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. And we're going to move on to the next part. It's part 2 of the monologue. So, Jim Baker. I was listening to Jim Baker. Y'all remember Jim Baker? Tammy Faye with all them damn shoes and makeup on.
The makeup.
And, he went. He served 7 years in prison for defrauding and alleged rape of his secretary. So he served 7 years, got out. He got his own little evangelist show now. And he had some dude on there, and he was talking about this book he wrote. But he had said something. I was like, one of those nigga what moments. So he said, I remember back when I was in school, it was okay to make fun of the gays. I was like, it wasn't okay then, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might have done it. That's just like saying, I remember back in school, it was okay to lynch niggas.
Right.
It wasn't okay then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like the same thing. And like, I'm like, y'all just let him just get away with that. Everybody's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Now it's all about pride and gay pride and everything. And so I'm still like, not those who listen to this, think outside of what your feelings about being gay. Think about, put those aside and just look at it just from what he's saying. How you gonna say it was okay to make fun of gay people,
right,
when you was growing up, but now all of a sudden it's not? That doesn't make sense, sir. That makes sense. That doesn't make sense at all. I mean, you can insert marginalized person here and say back in the day it was okay to do such and such to them. Women, whatever, another minority. Whatever marginalized person will put in there, say, oh, that was okay then. It wasn't okay. It might have been society. It might have been more widely accepted by society, but it wasn't okay.
Right.
There's a difference. A big difference. So, I wish I had a donkey of a day for him, like Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he would get. Right, he would straight up get that. I was like, come on, Jim. I give him hell no. I get one of those.
That's it.
Matter of fact, y'all just witness. That's gonna be our new segment. I'm gonna call it the Hell No segment. So the donkey of the day, the hell no. That's our new segment. So anyway, let's get on with the show. I just want to get those two off my chest real quick. So I know some of y'all probably heard. Now you didn't. I don't know where you've been
under a rock.
Right. But Carly Russell. So now I heard about the lady from Alabama calling the fake kidnapping. She said, I listened to some of the 911 tape, and it was like, asking what she had. She said, a child walking across the highway, and she literally described a stereotypical person, baby that you see in the hood that they always talk about. No shirt on, with a diaper on, no shoes on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, really? You know what I'm saying? You get more stereotypical than that. And then
believable.
Yeah. And then they said, then I guess they found like a cell phone, something else in the car, and her wig. I thought it was me. I thought it's gotta be real. Ain't no black person leaving their wig behind.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's got to be for real. She left her wig behind? Oh, they really kidnapped her.
Wig and her phone.
And her phone? Oh, yeah, this got to be serious. I saw that. Yeah, it's got to be serious.
I leave my kids before I leave my phone.
Say my wig, nigga? What?
And the phone? Yeah.
And the phone?
She definitely kidnapped.
Right. She definitely kidnapped. She had to leave in a hurry. Either that somebody was shooting at her. That's the only way she going to leave them two things.
Right, exactly.
And so anyway, you know, they get this massive manhunt looking for her and all this kind of thing, and then kind of find out she admitted that it wasn't real. She lied. And you know, I think my biggest thing is like you had these people and power and stuff like that, and you lied. So then now you start to see more people coming out with these fake kidnappings. I mean, now you had another girl, 11-year-old girl. She called in a fake kidnapping, said her friends kidnapped, and I think it was in Florida, somewhere in Orange, Florida, or let me see, I got it written down. Port Orange, Florida. Said her friend was kidnapped. And when asked why she did, she said something she saw. She thought it'd be funny because something she saw on YouTube. It was a YouTube challenge.
YouTube, okay.
Yeah, it's a YouTube challenge, and she was charged with making false police report under then using I'm sorry, making false police report concerning a firearm because, like I said, the dude had a gun. Misuse of 911, and I think that they took her to a juvenile detention center. And you start to see more and more incidents. I remember back in 2020, you had Katie Sorensen, I think it's Sorensen, out in California. She was trying to boost her social media. And she said 2 people followed her in the store in an attempt to try to kidnap her kids or kidnap her or something like that. And I think she got 60 days in jail. No, she got 30 days in jail, 60 days of monitoring. Yeah, work release. She had work release. So, and then you see and then I saw on TikTok how you got people that swatting, and you know what swatting is. That's when you call the police, try to get a bunch of police to come to the house, and you know, the SWAT team and everybody, and they bust in the door and all that kind of stuff. So these are these the trends that we starting to see becoming popular?
Yeah, in 2020 they were doing that to all, especially out in LA. They were doing it to all the superstars, the stars out there in Hollywood, like sending the police there saying that it was somebody kidnapped or something that's happening and going on. And my thing is, Why though? And
Yeah.
not to mention, just like the 11-year-old girl, she didn't even have the good sense that the good Lord gave her that they traced her phone call back to her
right.
and
She
they knew
11
where
years
you
old though.
were.
Was she 11?
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
is true.
You ain't thinking her to be no calculated mastermind at 11 years old.
Well, it's
And
like,
I'm not saying it won't happen, but you know, you're not really looking for that.
right. But a lot of people are doing that. And it's like, okay, but they're going to find you. They're going to catch you. They got the resources to be able to catch you.
There's cameras
So
everywhere now.
Right.
And if it's not surveillance camera, it's people with phones just taking pictures randomly. That's how they catch some people too. Is be somebody randomly shooting somebody in the background, they see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, you know, you got a plan for all that. They going first thing gonna do is check surveillance.
Right.
That's the first thing gonna check. And
that's the one thing. Everybody, you go down the street, especially here. I don't give a damn. You can count more houses that don't have a ring than that do.
Yep.
Because everybody got some kind of surveillance, whether it's a ring or whatever the hell we got. I can't remember the name of it, but it's so many of them that everybody have them, and they got them all over their house. So you were going in, they got cameras inside the house, camera on the outside. So it's like, why are you even trying to do a crime? But then we can change it over and be like, well, why the hell they can't never find no damn body? People be on
it seems like when the real ones happen, you can't find them.
Right. So it's like
that's because the person doing the kidnapping know what he doing. These fake people don't know what they doing. They ain't playing. They just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call it a prank. They just do it. Like the other kidnapper, they probably been watching your steps for a long time, months of planning.
Crazy. Yeah, they just caught a guy. I think it was in Florida. He kidnapped a little girl. Well, he tried to kidnap a little girl. Her and her siblings was outside playing, and I guess he was sitting out there watching them. And the siblings went inside. It was 6 of them. They all went inside and left her outside. And as soon as they went inside, he came in and swooped her up. And she fought him and bit the crap out of him, and he let her go. And the police found him. He was in a white van too, so I think we all should stay away from these white vans.
White vans, yeah. That's 11-year-old girl say dudes in the white. But here's the thing too. It's like that story, that old children's story, where it's like the girl that cried wolf.
The boy that cried wolf.
Oh boy, yes, the boy. I think because some females that did like that. I got a girl, my yeah, the boy that cried wolf. It's like after a while, when the kidnapper come in, they might be slow to react. That's because they think it's a prank. And you know, every second counts in a kidnapping, especially somebody that's kidnapping that's gonna take your life.
Right.
You know, it may not be like Elizabeth Smart and just try to keep you under, just keep you, hold you, and now all that stuff. It might be somebody that just want to kidnap you to kill you. So every second counts.
Right.
So if they hesitate, that might be a couple of seconds that could have saved your life. So things of that nature you shouldn't be playing with.
That's true.
What does it say about people nowadays? They just think that's cool to do. I mean, some things I think.
Because that's what the sheriff was talking about in Florida with the little girl, or how much it cost. He said to build a helicopter was like $500 plus the man hours, because they had everybody looking for a little girl in a white van, and they was pulling them all over. Oh, you're right. It's like, come on. I mean, she was 11, and you will hope she knows better, but you can understand because she is 5th, 6th grade versus this big grown ass 25-year-old. Come on, like,
and the old girl in California.
I want to know why she did it.
Yeah, I still want to know what's going on too. Like, okay, there's something going on she didn't want to talk about, and she really come up with that story.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
But
I know.
I just think this is crazy, man. But we're gonna go into our new section, and that's how we're gonna break up the monotony, and we're gonna go ahead and let everybody knows that Coach Tiff, she has a extensive medical background, from nursing to being a cannabis coach to what else you got out there?
A health coach.
Yeah, health coach. It's something else. That's a long title. I can't remember.
Health and nutrition.
There it is. Health and nutrition and things like nature. So we're gonna call this part our health corner, and she's gonna give health tips. Throughout every time. I'm trying to think of what I want to say. She's gonna give health tips for the show, I guess.
I have health.
She has a health corner. Well, go ahead.
Go get them once a week, once a month. We haven't figured that out
yet. Yeah, we ain't figured that out. Yeah, we hash this out as we go. By the time maybe we get to like this 10th show, everything is just flow nice and smooth.
We'll have it by then. Eczema. I don't have the statistics, so I need to work that in. How many people have eczema in the world? But we do know that eczema does, or eczema, however you want to say it, it affects more of people of color, like myself. And, you have really bad breakouts. And I think some of it is because of our environment. Now, I'm not going to go into my soapbox on that because I can go down there for you. But with our environments and the foods that we eat. So I just wanted to talk about it. And a lot of our children are born with it as well. Current company.
Yeah.
Born with it. And I was born with psoriasis as well. But so when you have a flare, it's good to try to stay cool, especially with this weather has been so hot and
yes,
humid.
It has.
And Jesus. I know that most of you guys or most of us have gone through that flare of your body because we're sweating and all that. So it's best to try to stay as cool as possible with using a fan. I know QVC have those little these little neck rags you can put on, wet cloths that you can put on, and they're cooling. My mom used them, but she used them for a whole nother reason. But that's gonna be one of the talks too. And trying to stay dry. So if you find yourself like really just out and you're wet and you're sweaty, try to step into a mall for a minute and kind of cool yourself off.
There you go, good idea.
To after you take your showers. I don't know. This is the first time I ever was used to listening to people just say after they take a shower, especially Black people, and don't put lotion on. I'm like, I ain't never heard of that. I mean, you see people that's ashy, but just because they wear cheap lotion, but not because they didn't put the lotion on. So, but when you're trying to, when you're looking for lotions or a butter, you want like a body butter, something that has more of a plant base, because they're really usually have oil like shea butter, coconut oil, or cocoa butter, but real cocoa butter. I know that's one of the things that I use. I make my own lotions, and I thought he was about to say something. I make my own little lotions and I give them out, and I actually put cannabis in my lotions as well.
I got some now.
He's showing, and it really does heal. It's very healing, and that's just pure coconut butter and oils and cannabis oil as well. Right. So just looking for stuff that has more of a plant base, because they really have fresh oils. And then your diet, staying away. Or I would say stay away from tomatoes, but sometimes that's not possible. So you want to just limit your limit it, and then trying to just do an anti-inflammatory. And you will hear, if you follow me, you will see me always talking about an anti-inflammatory diet, because it's not just for pain relief. It's not just it's for everything and overall health, for your heart healthy. So those are some things and my tips for you. And next week we'll have something better, or no, not better, but something else. Right.
Next week we have something else. Right. Thanks, you guys. Thank you there, Coach Tiff. So
stay away from caffeine, or limit your caffeine as well, because caffeine will make you break out. So that's chocolate, coffee, the whole 9 yards. Try to drink a decaffeinated coffee, decaffeinated tea.
Decaffeinated coffee. What's the point of drinking it?
I actually like decaffeinated coffee, but
I drink it for the caffeine. That's the reason I want it.
I drink it for the taste.
I like the way coffee tastes. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying, but reason why I'm drinking it is for the caffeine. You know.
No, I get it, but I love it.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach Tip. That was some good tips, you know, especially for people like me who has eczema.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
it. Don't scratch. I think that's kind of like
that too.
Self-explanatory, but please don't scratch. You can always apply, depending on your how sensitive you are, but you can always apply a wet, cool cloth or a hot cloth on there. I can't do cold, so
I don't like cold either. But I will say like this, for me, especially like during the summertime, it's rough for me because, you know, when I like to take showers, a lot of showers. Like I'll take 2 or 3 showers a day if I could, but because of my eczema, I can't take as many showers because it dries my skin out.
You just do a cool shower or a cold shower, and a cold shower also helps with.
They say that, but I can't stand cold water. I try. I just be trying, but I can't do this shit.
So you have to.
Well, I don't take extremely hot showers either, though.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Yeah, I don't take extremely hot showers. I mean, I do very seldom I do. That's mostly in the winter if I do. And, you know, I like my water be like medium. Just a little heat in it. That's how I like it. I don't like it real hot. You know, that's I'm like just coming out working out and my mom is real tight. I might turn up a little bit more. But besides that, I really don't do a hot shower. But anyway, thanks, Tiff. Appreciate you. So as we go into our next topic, we're gonna stay in Florida.
Nico's Japanese Steakhouse is closing. That's the Pace restaurant that was under investigation a few weeks ago when 7 customers were hospitalized after eating food containing meth. The owners say despite being cleared by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office, the restaurant's business has suffered. Nico's had been open for more than a decade.
This is coming from Hollywood Unlocked.
Okay.
Florida's restaurant closes as 7 customers tested positive for meth after eating there. So it goes on to say that a Japanese steakhouse in Florida has been forced to close its doors after 7 customers alleged that they tested positive for methamphetamines after eating there. The Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office launched an investigation after 2 groups of people reported feeling drugged and experienced unusual symptoms following their meal at the restaurant. So now, to make matters worse, at least 7 of those individuals actually tested positive for meth, and even their to-go containers of food from the establishment was found to be contaminated. So they can conduct. So even if they didn't get you in the restaurant, if you got one of those damn containers, you was getting it when you got home. But that's the craziest thing. The incident is not an isolated one in Florida's restaurant scene. After Japanese restaurant, Nico Japanese Steakhouse and Pace face a similar fate after customers reported falling ill from consuming their food. Although the specific drug was not confirmed, the food in question did test positive for a narcotic substance. So the restaurant is temporarily reopened after the incident, but struggled to regain its customers base and was ultimately forced to close permanently. Because who the hell want to mess with you after you drugging folks?
Facts. We hard me go back there.
Yeah, I'm not going back there. Shit, I don't even want no Japanese food right now. That's like,
I'm good on that. I'm good on that, bro.
Yeah, like no, thank you, Benny, haha. We good.
See, I'm saying,
not saying that this happened at Benny Highlands. I was saying, let me make sure, because don't come after me. Dang. But any Japanese restaurant, I'm good on. It seems like in Florida.
Well, it's messed up because, you know, it make you don't want to eat out.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
Right. Because, like I said, even if it wasn't in the food at the restaurant, they found it in the to-go containers.
I just want to know what's on this person's mind or people's mind, because it may be more than one person. That they going. That's a lot of effort to go through. Put in the food, put it in to-go containers.
Yeah.
You know, and And nobody knows about it, but whoever done it or the people who done it, you mean tell me nobody's seen you do it?
Right. And as we go back to what we just talked about, everybody got a damn camera.
Right.
They're taking pictures because I know my little teenager always taking pictures and on TikTok and all this stuff. Ain't nobody
seen you, bro. Nobody seen you. Or sis, because it might be a female did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy, man. That you can't.
And scary.
And scary that you can't go out to eat. You gotta bring a dang on what you call it, a damn lab, portable lab, would you test your food?
Right. Yeah.
Like you CSI agent.
Right.
You're testing everything. Oh, did you fall?
Look, I didn't fall.
Damn.
She's all went to
damn, Nana.
Right.
Well, yeah, you know, you got you have a dang on kick just to test your food, just to go out. That's ridiculous.
And you shouldn't have to. I mean, because you already had to deal with getting some kind of E. coli because motherfuckers don't like to wash their hands. They go take a crap, come back and fix your food. Yeah. Then you had to deal with somebody spitting in your food. Mm-hmm. So now we got to worry about us getting drugged. Somebody roofied us.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And could you just imagine, like literally, can you imagine, like, after you get finished eating and you thinking you got the itis, you're like, I got the itis. Then you like, no, this don't feel like it. Like, this don't feel right. You go to the hospital and they like, oh, you've been taking meth. You're like, what?
Yeah, I still got my teeth.
Right.
No, check this out.
You're like, no, that's some BS. And then you get tested again. You're like, oh no, for real.
Imagine if you was on your way. You stop by to get some ease on the way to do a drug test for a job. They're like, oh, sorry, we can't take you. You test positive for meth. Stop playing.
Right.
Or you was pregnant.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? It's like so many different scenarios that could have went down. And that's why would you do something like that? That's scary. There shouldn't be allowed to open back up. I'm sorry. Or
go a step further than a pregnancy, one of your kids. Because when I go out to dinner, I have my children with me who always want to take a damn doggy bag.
Right.
My dad hates that.
For real.
I always wanted to take a doggy bag home. So can you just imagine?
That's crazy, man. I think that's crazy. And the reason why I know some people say, well, you can't punish everybody for not, for what one person does. My thing is, where's your protocols that this don't happen?
Right.
Because to me, if he poisoned, I keep saying he, but if that person poisoned one person, that's one thing. But you poison several people, you had to put it in a big pot or something.
And there's two different groups of people.
Right.
Or two different patrons or two different families or whatever. Right. So
are you randomly picking people? Are you putting in a big old pot? Say you was making some chili, you put in the pot of chili, or I forgot Japanese food, whatever you was making, or
the rice.
Or how'd you get it in to go? Did you randomly pick the go people, or you just went through all the to goes and drop and put the residue in there? But you had, to me, don't you see meth? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I can see it mixing in food, you wouldn't see it, but if in an empty to-go container, unless you fill the container up and mix it in with the food and it's to-go, that's even worse. That's why I don't like when you say, oh, I take it back there in boxes for I'm good.
No, I'm good. But maybe it's a liquid. Maybe it's a liquid and it evaporates.
It could be. It could be a liquid.
So it's still gonna be in your food because you're gonna eat your food up. So
yeah, that happened too. So I don't know. I just think whatever it is, it's a shame that we have to deal with this. But
yeah,
get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all heard the story, let me know what y'all think about the story. What would you do if it happened to you? Or what say you, if it didn't happen to you, what say you about the incident? Do you think you should shut the restaurant entirely or not shut the restaurant down? Do you think they did enough?
Are you going to eat Japanese food after this?
Well, you eating Japanese food again.
Not in Florida.
Right. So this is crazy, man, and I think I'll be staying out of Florida for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, now we're gonna have to leave the United States. So we had enough of Florida and the United States. We can go to our brothers and sisters of the North in Canada. Canadian parents, right?
Shout out to my girls.
Shout out to Allison. Shout out to Tim Hortons.
Right? JJ. Look,
right.
We adding people.
Right. Shout out to Tim Horton. So.
Right.
All my brothers over in Windsor.
Detroit.
Anyway, right, Detroit East. East Detroit. But anyway, so their parents are trying to sue Fortnite because they saying that their kids are addicted to the game.
This morning, the makers of the wildly popular video game Fortnite facing a new lawsuit. That newly authorized class action lawsuit filed on behalf of parents in Canada alleges Epic Games designed Fortnite to create a dependency in users and failed to provide warnings of the risks associated with playing. The online video game has more than 250 million registered users worldwide. Boston mom Deanna Greenstein says she noticed her 12 and 13-year-old sons became obsessed almost instantly.
So they're not showering, they're not sleeping. They just stopped doing all the activities they normally do. One lady's son, he's on the fire. He's highly functioning as far as like autism. Mm-hmm. And so he excels and I think he's 8 years old. He was like the youngest black belt in his class. Okay. Then he honor roll student. And he excels in soccer, and his whole thing was he wanted to be a professional soccer player. So his parents got him on the road to getting trained and becoming a professional soccer player as he got older. So then the pandemic hit, and everybody was kind of shut in and everything. So he started playing Fortnite, and they said once the pandemic kind of lifted and the restrictions started lifting, it's time to go back to doing what he didn't want to do. All he wanted to do was play Fortnite. And, on Fortnite, one of those games you can play on your phone, your tablet. You don't have to have a game console to play. And so, they saying it's like he's a heroin addict.
Wow.
Those are her words. Those are her words. Not mine. He said like it's I take it from him and he throw a fit. I put him on punishment, say he can't do it. He throws a fit. Now some stuff she said he did, I'd have boxed that nigga.
Oh no! Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He threw a rock through the window.
Oh wow!
Thought it cost me $2,000. It cost his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, a rock through the window, bro.
That's a little too much.
What we doing here?
Yeah.
So damn Fortnite.
Well, that back.
It's so bad. I said, maybe I need to go play Fortnite and see what it's about.
Well, I can attest to it, to the not wanting to get up, wash your butt, not do nothing but just sit on there all day, because I have one like that. That's just like video games. He's so bad. He get up in the morning, he calling his friends, they don't answer. He just letting the phone just ring 50,000 times. Then he'll hang up and call back, hang up.
Yeah,
and one time he
got a career as a bill collector or a stalker.
Right. I'm like, they don't want to play something else or play by yourself. Well, it's no fun playing by myself. Well, listen, they ain't trying to play with you. So yeah, it is really addictive. I don't know what they put in there, something to kind of control their brains.
They were coming home from school and they didn't want to go outside and play basketball. They didn't want to go and physically hang out with their friends.
The World Health Organization has categorized video game addiction as a mental health disorder.
They actually, just like with a drug or alcohol, they actually experience withdrawal symptoms. They might feel kind of down or upset or irritable when they're not able to play their games.
In 2019, our Becky Worley followed 10-year-old Cash, who loves Fortnite, and his classmate who doesn't play. To see what actually happens in the brain when he's playing Fortnite, they went to the Marcus Institute of Integrative Medicine at Jefferson Health. Neuroscientist Andrew Newberg uses an fMRI machine to set up a comparison to three things: random visuals with color and motion, and a similarly violent game from a few years back, and then to Fortnite.
So the area that really lit up is a dopamine area of the brain.
You can see Cash's brain on the left, Amato's, the non-Fortnite player, on the right. Cash's brain had much greater activation than Amato's.
These are areas that are very involved in our reward system of the brain.
Experts say games like Fortnite have a recipe to make you want to keep playing. Epic Games is pushing back, vowing to fight the allegations in court, saying the claims are meritless. Writing in a statement to ABC News, quote, "We have an industry-leading parental controls that empower parents to supervise their child's digital experience." Questions now on whether the class action lawsuit filed in Quebec could pave the way for similar suits here in the U.S.
I mean, I think Fortnite, from what I read and what I was talking to a friend of mine about, it's got a combination of a lot of, like, it's got world building in it. So, you got that element to it, which I can see that being fun. You got the, you can fight in it, and you got a battle royale part of it. So it's kind of like it's a lot of different games blended into one. And I can see like the fascination with it or the attraction to it. I mean, when I did have an Xbox, I like sports games, so I played them a lot. But I never like will play without doing all that stuff, like washing my butt and not going to work.
I don't understand how people get up and even talk and you ain't brushed your teeth. I be like, ooh. No.
I feel strange. I ain't brushed my teeth or washed up.
I don't want to smell stinking breath.
And you can taste it. You be like, yeah. So yeah, I understand that, but that's me. But I don't know if the parents got a case here. Now I will say that I think it's in the U.S.
Tell them to call me because I
think in the U.S., if I'm not mistaken, I think they are starting legislation to try to hold a lot of these companies accountable. I can't remember to what degree, but because it's been a while since I read it. But I want to say they are trying to pass legislation to hold them accountable to how to stuff they put out there for these kids and things the kids may do. Like Meta, Facebook, company, or I guess it's just Meta for everything. Hold them accountable for stuff they do and how they selling information and things like that. So I can see that rolling into Fortnite and things like that. That may be to get the ball rolling over to that. But I don't know if you can really hold accountable a company for your child being addicted to a game.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see. I'm talking from a legal standpoint. I don't see how you can do that because it's not like it's a substance that you are actually feeding that child that has something highly addicted in it. Some, that has a substance that makes you addicted to it. Mm-hmm. So I don't see how they're gonna be able to win it.
Well, because they design it to get them addicted. Just kind of like what TikTok.
Okay.
That's what it was, and that's why the U.S. wanted to ban it. And even the guy, the creator of TikTok, said he was like, "No, I won't let my kids get on that." He like, "Cause it warps your brain."
But TikTok is nothing but a product of what social media has become. You know what I'm saying? Social media become this thing of, I see somebody, I want to be like that person, or people creating false realities through social media and stuff like that. So TikTok just became a product of what social media is. However, with video games, I guess if I'm a video game creator, I'm gonna create something that makes you want to play it. It makes you want to continue playing. That's how I make money.
Right.
So I won't go as far as I'll make it to get you addicted, but I'm making it to make you come back. I am making it to make you want to come back. And you can say it's a fine line between those two, but you're not doing your job. I think if a kid is not wanting to come back or fiending, for lack of better words, for your game. Now, I still don't know, where do you draw the line of saying a company doing what it should be doing to make a product to make the consumer want to buy, then a company being responsible for what happens after they buy it and become addicted to the game.
But isn't that just a little bit of a little touch of morals and a little bit sense of community. Like, why would you want to do something that's in detrimental of kids? You know, the large amount of people that's playing your games are children.
Well, you can't inject morals into legality.
Okay.
We talking about what's legal, what they legally can do. Morally, we know companies ain't moral. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for any company to be moral, to have morals. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for morals to come from me as a parent to teach my child that. I'm not looking for a company to have
damn fighting against the doggone video game. As you can see, the boy done bust out the mama's damn windows. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really experienced a child to that degree. I don't have a child like that, and I don't know a child like that to that degree. So I know kids that play video games a lot. Yeah, I know that. But that's over
here.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing for now. I mean, for today, that's what they do. And not just kids, young adults. I know a lot of young adults. When I was working at my other job, a lot of them, some of them was 24, 25, 23.
Gamers.
Right. They get online. I mean, they leave work and get online and they up all night playing video games. And I can see, now don't get me wrong, I can see the kind of person I am. I can see the appeal to that. Because I like the fact that I can get online. I can talk to somebody in Singapore. I can talk to somebody in the UK, somebody in France, Germany, Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That to me is appeal because I like meeting new people, different cultures and stuff like that. So I can see that's my appeal more than playing the game. Yeah. Be able to talk to people. Be able to talk to people from all over the world.
And so you meet them ones that was calling. My son was saying, calling one of his friends Monica. My nigga.
I know what you're saying. Well, you don't get that. I mean, that's the risk you take when you're dealing with the public period.
That's true, but
you know what I'm saying.
But I think you don't know who on the other end until they start talking. But it gotta be some kind of thing that they need to be able to monitor. So they not even talking to children. Yeah,
it's hard because anybody can get on and create a profile and say they such and such, and you just hear a voice. And you don't really see a face. I mean, some games you do see the people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But sometimes some of them you just got a voice there.
Right. Yeah, that's
or some of you don't even have that. You just got a profile.
Right. Because half the kids be lying. I think you got to be like 13 or 14 or something like that. You got to be, Right. So, yeah, I don't know. We got to figure it out. But that's terrible about the little boy.
It is. So, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that.
Kids on this dang on video game.
Right. For real.
Now warp their brain.
Warp it up. Video games is the thing. I mean, I can say one thing about our era is that we were on the end of board games transitioning to video games. So I know both ends. And I had
what was your favorite video game?
Before it got to a console,
yeah.
I like playing. Me and Nathan used to play head-to-head football.
No, what was your favorite video game?
Madden. I love Madden. Mine
was Frogger.
I didn't mind Frogger, Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying? I played those games, but Galactica. What I'm saying that right? Galactica, Centipede. I played all those, but when sport games came out, so I like sports, so I was a digger. Oh man, they got sport games. So then Madden came out. I thought that was the realest thing I seen since that ever came out. Like Super Techno Bowl was straight, but it's nothing like Madden.
Right.
Madden just seemed like it was the best thing, like grandma say, since sliced bread. But anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all play video games? And what video games do you play? Or do your kids play video games? Oh shit, I got some water. You need dang on Fritos.
Because you ain't supposed to be eating.
You're right, but I shouldn't have had the bag. You know what? I see the bag sitting here.
Look, I saw you eating. I started looking around.
I was like, the bag's sitting over there staring at me. Come ahead, put your hand in there.
Right.
I was like, okay. All right. So just a little bit, Next thing you know, I pour a little pile out here on my little eating.
Next thing you know, the bag gone.
That's how it be sometimes. But anyway, August is almost upon us, and for us, that's usually we have our family reunion. You know, the first week of August. What, 67 years ago? 65?
Yeah, that's about it, right?
About 67 years ago, because we did it at least up to 63, 65 until the pandemic hit. 65 to the pandemic hit straight. Say again?
It's 67. No, this will be 68 then.
This will be 68, yeah. So around this time, you know, we usually have our family reunion. First week of August. And for us, especially as kids, we couldn't wait. You know, we normally rotate between 4 states, and then people who don't have as many in the other states sometimes are rotating in. So it'd be Michigan or Detroit, New York, New Jersey, kind of combine those together. Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Los Angeles, California. Then every now and then people in New Orleans will step up and they'll have it. People in Chicago step up and they'll have it. And then one year we went down to Florida because our cousin was staying down there at one time. But for the most part, we rotate between 4 states. And, you know, I just remember, like, man, we had so many stories that we used to tell about our family reunion. And
oh, goodness.
So many stories. Some we might not never tell on air, but
cannot.
But for me, it just seemed like it was like we was raised with all of our family, because we got, you know, we've seen them at least once a year. So we got to see them grow, saw all their achievements. And, you know,
that's the one thing we had to do is stand up and talk about your achievement.
Talk your achievements, what you did, what you, how you grow. You know, saw our cousins that was our age, as they got old, they had kids and saw their kids. And to this day, you know, it's placing, I know my way around parts of Jersey, know my way around parts of New York, parts of California, Chicago, because we go so much. And so we kind of know our way around. It's almost like those are our second cities, second homes, because we've been so many times. So I'm grateful to that. If I try to pick my best memory, I don't know. You know, I was here thinking about it. I always say that I always remember the time we always in Newark. And I think it was at Judy House, and we always kind of sitting there watching the Olympics. I was one of the ones, like Tony, Kevin, Keith, Alan, all of them. I think Pookie was still alive then. So it was a while back. You know, we all sitting there watching Olympics. That was one. And then I think our first time that we went to LA. I think that was like, because that was just like a different time. We went to Venice Beach, and
this is the first time we ever had family reunion shirts.
Yeah, we had family reunion shirt with the Knox Berry Farm and the crazy stuff that happened there.
Yeah,
you know, and it was like an experience. I always tell people, if you've never been to California, especially LA, you should at least go once. Same with New York. Those are 2 places that everyone should at least visit one time in their life, because it's a totally, especially in another part of the country, so it's totally different from what you know. But I enjoyed LA. It made me endure myself to LA. That I almost moved there twice. You know, except for the traffic. Like, as soon as I get there, I'd be like, "Ooh, I like this," and I get around that traffic. Oh, I don't like this. That's why LA traffic ain't no joke. But I think my biggest memory will probably be those 2 things. You know, the funny thing is, one's on the east side of the country. One time we was in Newark, and the time we was in LA. I really enjoyed them. What about you?
I'm like you. I have so many. I always remember I don't know why, when I ever think about the family reunion, I always think about going to Charlotte.
Okay.
And Charlotte is funny because, you know, I love going to LA, love going to New York because we went to New Jersey and New York, you know, we was going to go shopping, we was going to do all these things. And then you go to LA, you know, it's just whatever. You pick it, it's all out there. But Charlotte is nothing to do. Like it was nothing. They never had nothing to do, but we were all together, and I think that's what I really liked. And just sitting around and listening to them stories, stories, and
playing
all
cards.
Playing cards. It just I like that. And so, with that being said, I think like my very favorite one was the Bahamas. Went to the Bahamas.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's we got some crazy stories with that too. But the Bahamas. That one was so nice because nobody had to think about food. We didn't have to think about nothing. Everything that we needed was right there on the resort. And we were all together. Everybody knew, like, meet down at the pool. And we stayed at the pool drinking and just having fun. I don't drink now, but back then, that was the thing. And you woke up with rum punch and other drink. I can't even, Bahama Mamas in your room. So I'm like, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So that was nice to, you know, that one was nice to have. Then also, like you said, the first time that we ever went, but all of them are cool.
I think New Orleans as well. I enjoyed New Orleans because
the first time we went, you didn't go the first time.
I didn't go the first time.
The first time that we went, that was the best one too. So I think those two, the first of the firsts.
Well, I like New Orleans because that's the first time all my kids came.
Yeah.
Besides
and
Charlotte,
the last time it was in Jersey, all of them was there.
Yeah, we all went there in Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So we got to do it again next year.
Whoop, whoop. Right. So next year. We starting to back up. Looking forward to it. But anyway. Those who listening, drop in the comments. Y'all have family reunions every year, or how y'all do your family reunions, or you don't do family reunions? Let us know. I'll be interested to see how many people actually do family reunions, and they do them once a year, once every other year. I hear a lot of people talk about different ways they do it.
Right. Because a lot of people that I've met either do it every other year or every 5 years. Yeah,
and then some people only do it in the same spot. That's it. Versus how we travel.
Right, yeah.
Now,
the country.
Before we close out, one thing I do miss, because our family, we had a large family, but it was all older. You know what I'm saying? So now it's starting to seem like it's not as mean. I mean, we used to take up 3-4 floors. Right, we go to a hotel, and now it's starting to be as many of
like
us.
10 rooms. We done went from a whole side of a wing
to 10 rooms, so I do kind of miss how it used to be a lot of us, but a lot of older ones passed on and everything,
and the younger ones just not, I don't think they really care about it as much.
Yeah, that too.
So we got to get them back in there. So hopefully starting next year we'll get everybody back. So yeah, I'll be curious to know how many people still have family reunions and what y'all do. And do y'all wear t-shirts? I love my little t-shirts. I don't know.
I can take it or leave it. I mean, if you have them, cool. If you don't, I'm cool with that too.
I don't like paying no $30-$40 for a damn t-shirt, but
t-shirts are expensive.
That I can't wear. Yeah, they are. That I can't even wear nowhere but this family reunion. So,
I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind either way. I'm not one of ones to say I gotta have it, but if you have it, I'll wear it. That type of thing. It's not a big deal to me, but I do understand like people like them.
Or even like how when we were down there with you last week or so. How the family just had on the same colors, like red and white, or I think they had white shirts on.
White shirts. Yeah.
And then I just dropped off some stuff to a lady, and they all had on white shirts and red pants, and even they had the little red and white on, and they had red and white everything. So I thought I would like that too. So yeah. So let us know. Do y'all do that? I just
need to get us
idea.
We need a family coat of arms.
Yeah.
You need to come up with something like that so we can have our own colors, our own coat of arms that we can pass down.
I tried to do that with my children. It didn't, as you can tell, it didn't work because I was gonna get us all a ring and we was gonna wear a little crest. Yeah,
yeah, well, that's how it is. But anyway, y'all, that's our show for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please hit that.
Leave us a review.
Yeah, leave us a review on the podcast. If you listen to it on the audio version, if you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. And shout out to the ones who've been watching the video, get a lot of views on it. I just ask that you please hit that like button and that subscribe button because you know how YouTube is on this algorithm.
Yeah,
need to hit that algorithm.
Help a brother and sister out.
Like, help a nigga out. But anyway, until next time, peace.